as always, flown from the Survival Scrolls, I am your gracious host, Mr. Bobby Shades, and this is Bridging Fears. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the story of us. Let's go. So, family, I saw a beautiful post on Instagram of a gentleman who would pick up his lady as she was coming down the stairs, raise her and lift her and put her down the last few stairs. He would clip her toenails. He would allow for her to pick his hair with a pick. She would allow him to pick her hair. And he would allow for her to shave his head because they had been together for so many years. He would let her taste the food before he tasted it. He would make her bath water temperature friendly, so forth and so on. And I just thought, why not do a post about the story of us? Now, I'm not ashamed to say that I saw the movie The Notebook, and I thought it was a fantastic movie. Yes, it's a girl flick, it's a chick flick, but it's about an enduring, lifelong love between two individuals that they had to go through so many difficulties before they finally got together. And they stayed together. And in the end, she had gotten Alzheimer's, and he had built on the lot of their land a nursing home, and he nursed her. And there were moments and episodes in where she would remember who he is. And other times she'd be like, who are you? But he stayed with her. And eventually she died. And shortly after, a few minutes, he died. And I thought, what a beautiful, beautiful situation. So family, I ask you, do you have a story of us? Do you have a notebook? Now, it's Hollywood, it's America, because in Europe, there are many moments in where the heroine or the hero will die. So in America, it's very rare that you would see something like that. But do you have a notebook individual in your life? Someone that the odds of being with them are so far, so vast, so great. But no matter what, they walk, they reside permanently in your heart. Come on, dude, drive. They reside in your heart, in your mind, in your spirit, in your soul. Do you have that notebook individual? Now, for some of you that met someone at a young age and are with them, I applaud you. There are those that don't have that fairy tale situation, but have that person that walks with them all the time. Do you have that person in your life? Does that person exist? Does any of you know what that feels like? Because sometimes you can love someone or be in love with someone, but it's a passing thought. There are some people who are serial fallen lovers. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but they fall in love all the time. Oh, I love her. Oh, I love him. Go ahead, lady. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Might as well let everybody go, because I'm in that good spirits. Do you have that person in your life that means something, and it's not just a fly-by-night, like you're a serial lover? I saw a movie with, for those of you that used to watch the show or fans of the show Scandal, the main character, come on, dude, move up. His name was Fitz. And he did a movie, something Goldman, I can't remember his first name, the actor. And he did a movie in where he was always falling in love with someone. He would go to his best friend and the friend and the wife, and he's like, oh, I met this one, she's the one, and all this other stuff. And it was just another chick, constantly, But, topic at hand. Do you have that notebook individual in your life? Does that person permanently reside within you? If you were to give it an explanation, how would you describe it? What is that person to you? And mind you, this is not to take away. This platform is dedicated to speaking on uncomfortable truths. A person can be married, but be in love with someone else. A person can be in a domestic domicile relationship, minus the marriage, but be in love with someone else. It happens, you know. I know of a couple years ago who they were married for damn near 15, 20 years. And this story came from my father, by the way. Eventually she broke up with her dude, and she got with this other guy. Interestingly enough, they stayed together for years and years. But as she explained to my dad, he brought out an energy of her that, yes, she loved her first husband, and yes, they ended, but this was something different. They spoke each other's language. Now, people do speak different languages, you know. Some people will call it the language of love or whatever the case may be. That exists, and I know that there are books that are written on it and quizzes that are written about on it, but sometimes you can speak a person's language from just a raw perspective, you know. I knew of a couple that they were very, very, very intimate with each other. Were very sexual, a very sexual couple. They spoke each other's language. They indulged and enjoyed. She touched upon his primitive necessity as a man, and he to her. So was their relationship based on sex? I can't fully answer that, but from an outsider's perspective, I'm guessing to say that it was a major component, you know? And sometimes people lose sight of that, you know? I know of a young lady who was not into hockey, but she met her guy, and he's a very active guy. They're married today, and he's into hockey, and he's into baseball and softball and all this stuff. And you know what? She quickly learned it. She quickly learned his language and got on board. And sometimes she's like, you know, he's out there playing his softball with his friends and so forth. But hey, if it makes him happy, I'm gonna be that bitch that does it, and not leave it to the other one. You know, sometimes you have to pretend to indulge, and you may start to like it because it becomes part of the vernacular, the conversation of a relationship. You know, there are some people that like to talk. They really like to talk, and then you have the other person that is not much of a talker. Now, they do say that opposites attract, and that's a good thing. But sometimes you may need to just open up a little bit to be able to talk to that person, to say, you know, tell me what's going on, what's on your mind, or whatever the case may be. You know, and really honestly listen, and hopefully give back good feedback. Now, sometimes you may miss, and that goes for either sexes. But hopefully there's an attempt, you know. I'm also speaking from my own experience of my lack ability of talking. Sometimes I'm more like, okay, yeah, you know. But we're only but human, and we can only but learn, right? If it's important enough. So, once again, family, do you have that story of us, that person in your life? Or that notebook individual with a happy ending, or with a I don't want to say an ending, but a reciting in your heart, in your mind, in your soul, in your spirit, that you're like, you know what? I may be doing this, and this, and be with that, and that, but they'll always walk with me. Anyway, family, that's all I have for you today. I don't know why the music went off, so we'll just improvise. Long day today. I hope you guys had a good day, a productive day. And please let me know if there's anything that you would like to for me to discuss. I'll be more than willing to. Please smash that like, share, and subscribe, especially button. You can catch me on Bridging Fears. On Instagram under the name Bridging_Fears. Also Bobby Shades, the number 7 on TikTok. And also, I have another channel. I totally forgot about that. The Chronicles, Bobby Shades 2.0. It's also on Instagram. And it's just a moment of just me being silly. Sometimes at work, I just need to just do something different. So, anyway, guys, please, once again, like, share, and subscribe. You know my motto. You know what I always say. First of all, let's give thanks and praise that we are 6 feet above ground and not below. And whatever you do, family, walk tall, walk with integrity, and just be heard, even in silence. Whatever you do, family, today and thereon, walk lovely, walk sexy, but most of all, walk safely. This is Bridging Fears. I am your gracious host, Mr. Bobby Shades, and I bid you all adieu. Until next time, until the next clip.